Okay, so tip number 4 that I want to talk about to help yourself to start healing is meditation. You've probably heard it 1,000 times, but I wonder, have you actually done it? Now, meditation doesn't have to be complicated or difficult. You can do it anywhere in a few minutes a day, and it costs nothing. Simply quieting your mind and focusing on your breathing several times a day for a few minutes can just calm you down. So you just sit somewhere quiet where you won't be disturbed and just tune into your body, and you focus on your breath, and you breathe in for the count of 4, you hold for the count of 4, and you breathe out for the count of 4. And you can just do that several times in a row. Just concentrate, feel the breath traveling in and out, and concentrate on nothing else. Now, when thoughts pop up, as they do, just notice them, and then just kind of dismiss them, let them float away as you return your focus to your breath. Now, this very simple exercise gives your brain a much needed break from this constant barrage of negative thoughts and experiences you're having in your life. And it literally does, it just gives you a little bit of space. And if you do this a couple of times every day, you'll see that it makes a difference. The effects will be noticeable as you'll start to gain a little bit more control over your thoughts. And you'll realize that actually you can choose to control your thoughts. You can hold space in your head for quietness and calmness. And you really, really need more of that when you've been dealing with a narcissist. Now, tip number 5 is to be optimistic. And again, this might sound a bit airy-fairy and woo-woo, but just bear with me. If you constantly keep thinking on the dark side and the bleak side and the pessimistic side, that's what you're putting out there, and that's what you're going to get in your life. So if you change your thought process, and you can do this while you're meditating, envisage a bright future for yourself. Now, I know this can be extremely difficult if you're knee-deep in a relationship with a narcissist, or you're deep in depression because a relationship has ended, or you're suffering, with this trauma bonding because you've been left and discarded. It can feel like the end of the world. It can feel like you'll never be happy again. But you have to trust me on this. You absolutely can be. So if you can, put the misery to the side and envisage a happy, narc-free future for yourself. Just immerse yourself in a beautiful daydream of what you want your life to be. Obviously, if you're still trauma bonded and you want the narcissist back, you absolutely must not put that person into this daydream, okay? I completely forbid it, okay? So that's going to help you because, again, it's giving your mind and your brain an idea of something different for the future. Now, if you're still in the relationship with this person, remember that you've made a promise to yourself and made a decision that you're going to get out someday. So you can maybe start thinking about a way out and find it. But as I said, it might be years away. So what you can do is envisage your life when you do get out. How's that going to look? How are you going to feel? Where might you be in the world? When you do this, you give yourself a little bit of inner peace and harmony. And what you want to do is concentrate on how peaceful and harmonious your life will be when you're free of this toxic person. Really feel into that feeling and stay there as long as you can, because this gives your subconscious mind a whole new direction to focus on. And if you keep doing this, at some point it will become reality, because your subconscious doesn't know the difference between imagined and real. So when you keep giving it a positive new direction, it becomes compelled to find a way to make it happen. So that's one side. But the other thing that's important about this is that in the moment, at the time when you do this, You just feel much better when you do this. And again, when you're dealing with a narcissist, or have been, you are very, very bogged down with heavy, burdensome emotions. So doing this just gives you a chance to uplift yourself. And that is healing as well, okay?